everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Darkis. I'm a student at Lake Sumter College, and I'm going to talk to you about going to college hassle-free. So, my objective with this presentation is to effectively demonstrate the benefits of free college education, convince the audience that you should promote tuition-free college education, and give real-life example on how free education makes a big difference in the life of. So I don't know if it would show on the recording, but how many of you are in pro of free college education?
Woo!
Yes. Okay. Okay, that this is gonna be an easy audience. So I'm gonna tell you why I feel so strongly about free college education. I'm gonna tell you about my grandma. My grandma was raised in a very poor environment. She was taken out of middle school when she was young because she had about 11 siblings and the parents needed help raising the kids. And to this day, I can remember when she told me that she was really sad about the fact that she was never able to finish school. She became a single mother of three daughters. I said single because her husband left. And so they were raised in a very poor environment. So I remember, thankfully, she had like 11 siblings. And between all of them, they were able to help each other raise the three daughters. So my mom was raised in poverty. She had no resources, she had no transportation, and she was able to go to school because in my country, school is free. So she was able to do high school for free, middle school, and then she was able to go to the university for free. She became an accountant. She married my dad, who was an engineer, and together they were able to get a job in one of the biggest oil industries in my country. And they were able to do really, really good. They bought their own house, bought new cars, bought everything that my mom didn't have in the past. Um, and so did her sisters. They were able to buy a house, build their own house. And so we did really good. But then the country chose uh, the wrong president and we had to leave. So when we left, we became immigrants. We came here to the United States, and it was made clear to us by our parents that they were not going to be able to afford um, tuition for college. So the first to graduate of my siblings were my brother and I. We were in the same class. We graduated the same year. And thankfully, we were able to get the Right Future Scholarship in Florida. And so we were able to go to school with tuition paid for. It didn't include the books, but it was better than nothing. I do remember struggling because we had to fill out the FAFSA application and we were not our parents weren't together, so it was like the back and forth between getting the taxes from mom, getting the taxes from dad, and all that. So that wasn't really hassle free. So what I mean by hassle free is like you don't have to apply for FAFSA, you don't have to apply for a scholarship, you just get to go to college for free. So I received a full scholarship. I went to nursing school and I didn't have to pay for anything except for the books. And then I started working in the hospital, and the hospitals have uh, tuition reimbursement. So after I graduated from nursing, I was able to continue my education without having to pay anything because thankfully I joined an industry that has good benefits. And as a nurse, I feel like I get to give back to the community. So right now I'm teaching other nurses, and I get to treat patients that are sick and help them get better if they can, or help them if they have to, if they pass, then help them pass with dignity and respect. So what about you? Can you relate to the story? Can you see, like, would you ever want to have this opportunity if you were in the same position that we were in? So some of the benefits of free college education is the ability to accomplishing self-fulfillment. So you want to have a career. If you want to have a career, whether it's a technical career or a four-year bachelor's, you're able to accomplish that without having to struggle about how you're going to pay for it. Uh, when I talk about college education, it could be a state college or community college, and it could be a technical career, like it could be a bachelor's career. Um, Financial opportunities. It's a study by Forbes showed that college students earn $24,000 more than high school graduates. So you're increasing your overall earnings, which it's great. And it helps you decrease your levels of depression because you're not struggling with all the financial struggles of adulthood. You can make more monies. That was proved by a study by Mark Farland. Also, student loans. It's a way that people are get to go through college, but then it creates a crushing level of debt for graduates. So then you go to college, you get the student loan, then you graduate, and then you have to pay all this money back. And we all know about this. It's all over the news, whether they're going to forgive the student loans or not forgive the student loans. Um, so it's not it's good because you get to go to college or the university somehow, but then you have to pay back all this money, right? Um, so how do we get there? So we can get there by supporting free college education, voting for free college education. We can ask our representatives like our senators or congressmen and allocating financial resources. So that could be through taxes. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not sure exactly all the ways that you can do it. But we would definitely have to allocate financial resources. Thanks to my professor, I was able to find out that New York has something called the Excelsior Scholarship, which is that if you live in New York and you want to go to sunny or CUNY University, you can go tuition free as long as you meet the standards. So the standards are that your combined household income is less than $125,000, that you are pursuing an undergraduate degree at those two universities, that you are enrolled full times, that you do at least 30 credits per year, and that you live and work at the New York State. So it's a great beginning. You still have to apply every year. You have to prove that your income is below 125, but it's free. It does not include the books, but you can go to school for free. So I think it's a great beginning. We do have the Florida Scholarship, which is what helped us. But what I would like is completely hassle-free. You get to go to the community college for free. And that's it, guys. That's my presentation. Those are my references. Thank you.
¡Wow! ¡Qué
All right. Bye.